Hello, Kitsali. How are you? Can you hear me?
Hi, teacher. I'm fine, thanks. And you?
I'm fine, thanks to you. So tell me, how is your day going? What did you do today?
I have breakfast and made my food and clean my house.
Okay, that sounds good. You didn't go out to buy the things by the meal? No, you wasn't home.
No, my mom usually go out for the things for meals.
Okay. Okay, yeah, that's good. That sounds really good. Okay, so we are going to start a class. I don't know if you have questions or comments about we learned the last class.
No, I don't have any.
Any questions? Okay, so the last class we was talking about my first, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me, do you remember about your first, I don't know, your first party? What happened in your first party? Well, obviously a first party alone, no family party. Not a party with friends, a party with someone different than family.
Oh, okay. Mm, I think it was in my secundaria. I know it's different to high school.
Uh-huh, yes. High school? Because what is the difference high school and middle school?
Oh, high school is preparatoria.
Okay, and middle school?
It it's secundaria.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I think my first party was in middle school.
Uh-huh.
My friend want a party for her birthday. So she invited us to her house, and we brought uh, some chips hug, uh, and snacks and
Okay,
food.
that sounds really fun. So it was the birthday of one of your friends, right?
Can you repeat, please?
That sounds really fun. It was the birthday of one of your friends.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds really fun. And how was the ambient? Do you remember the environment? Or maybe do you remember what happened? It happened something funny? What's you really enjoy it, or you really get boring? What do you remember about that situation?
I remember she want to me play board games, and well, was middle school, so I think we play uh, botella.
Okay, so you spend the time playing word games and playing botella, right?
Yes.
Okay, that sounds fun. Okay, what about Do you remember your first, I don't know, the first date with a friend? First date with a friend? Do you remember where did you go? Who was the weather? Who was with you?
Mm, I went out with a friend. It was really cloudy, and we go to the cinema to watch a movie. And I remember that the cinema was uh, really far from my home. Uh, it was funny, and I don't remember what movie we see.
So you don't remember what movie did you watch, right?
Ah, okay.
Okay. So so we are going to start with the book. So we are going to see. Okay, tell me if you can see the screen now.
Yes.
We was talking about my first. So we have here an article. So we have, why was Ryan scared? Why was Melissa nervous? The college past. What do you remember? We interviewed two students about some first in their lives. Okay, can you help me reading the two situation, please?
Okay. Mm, Ryan Wong, the college post. Do you remember your first teacher? Ryan Wong. Kind of. I remember her name. I remember her name was Miss Johnson, and that we were all scared of her. The college post. Was she strict? Ryan Wong. Yeah, she was very strict. It was awful. I was so unhappy that year. I was only 5. The other kids weren't too happy either. We were all very quiet in her class. Melissa King. Do you remember your first job? Yeah, I had a part time job in a restaurant. I was a server. I was young, only 16. I remember that on my first day, things were really busy, and I was very nervous. I made a lot of embarrassing mistakes, and my boss wasn't too pleased. What about the customers? Were they nice? Yes, they were. I guess because I was new.
Okay, so tell me, why was Ryan scared and why was Melissa nervous?
Ryan was nervous because Ryan was scared of of his teacher because she was really strict.
Okay, yes, he was scared because his teacher was really strict.
Okay.
It was his first teacher, right?
Yes,
Okay. And why Melissa was nervous?
because it was her first job. She was young, and she made a lot of mistakes.
She was young and she made a lot of mistakes. Okay, yes. Well, she was young, but this because she started working really young, like a server, right?
Yes.
So when she was working like a server, she made a lot of mistakes because she was
Ye-
nervous, right?
She, yes.
Okay. Questions about vocabulary?
Se dice strict, ¿verdad?
Yes, strict.
Okay. Uh, thank you.
Okay. Per time, what's so full and happy? Okay, now this vocabulary is really easy. Okay, so we have. Can you complete the answer to these questions about Ryan and Melissa? Then ask and answer the questions to your partner. Okay, we have the first. Was Ryan's classroom? No, it wasn't. It awful. What do you think is here? It
Was?
it was awful. Number two.
Uh, did Ryan's teacher strict?
That
Was.
THA. Yes. Was Ryan teacher strict? Yes, she was.
She was very strict?
Yes, she was very strict. Number three. Was Melissa's boss happy about her mistakes?
No, he wasn't too pleased.
Yes, he wasn't. And not last, number four.
Were Melissa's customers nice?
Mhm.
Yes, they were because Melissa were new.
Melissa were or Melissa was?
Melissa was.
Melissa was. Okay, so this exercise is easier. So we have here the verb and past simple tenses. So we have here the grammar, simple past of be. Okay, we know that we use was or were and it depends of the subject. If I have the subjects I, he, she, and it, I use was. But if I have the subjects you, we, and they, we use were. By negative statements, we need to add the not next to the verb be. So in this case, we have was not, or wasn't, were not, or weren't. And by questions, we write first the verb be, before the subject. Continue with the complement and the question mark. Obviously, if you have a word to question, like W's question, like what, where, who, why, we write first the WH word to question, continue with verb, subject, complement, and question. And obviously, by these questions, it's common to answer like a short way. We can answer yes, subject and the verb, or no, subject, the verb, and the not, right?
Yes.
So we have here some easy examples like I was only 5, he was very young, she was strict, it was awful, you were nervous, we were quiet, they were scared. So we have here usually with the verb be some adjectives to describe something. It's really common to have some to have adjectives. For example, all, happy, nice, relaxed, noisy, nervous, etc. Okay, so according to it, we need to complete this conversation with the verb be on affirmative and negative way. This activity is really easy.
Okay. No, teacher.
Okay, so what sounds were by the first? Do you remember the first teacher? Yeah, his name was Mr. Davis.
Eh, Was he strict with you? No, he wasn't. He was always very nice.
Number two.
Were you shy when you were little? Yeah, I was. I was scared to talk in class. It was awful.
Yes, exactly. Number three. Tell me about your first best friend.
Were you classmates? No, we weren't. She was in my class. We were neighbors.
Number four. Do you have a favorite toy when you?
Eh, when you were a kid? Yes, it was my train set. It was really cool. Was it a birthday present? No, it wasn't. I bought it with my own money.
Easy winner, right?
Yes.
Do you have questions about vocabulary?
No.
No. Okay, so we continue with the next. Okay, this is the same dress intonation. We need to continue with the next lesson B, vacation. Build the language. Listen, what did Jason do in his vacations? Practice the conversation. Okay, can you hold me reading the dialogue to Diana and I read the Jason?
I read Diana.
Yes,
Right? Okay.
yes.
Read Victor. When did you get back?
Last night,
So, how was your vacation?
it was wonderful.
Where did you go exactly?
We went to Hawaii.
Wow. What was the weather like?
It was hot, but not too hot.
Nice. So, what did you do there?
We went to the beach every day, and I went parasailing. I didn't want to come home.
Well, I'm glad you did. I have a ton of work for you.
Okay. So, what did Jason do on his vacations?
Eh, he was on the beach every day. He went parasailing and that's all.
And that's all. Okay. So, do you have questions about vocabulary?
What is parasailing?
Um, it's like okay. It is. Do you know? Have you ever went to a beach? Well, in my case, no. I wasn't on a beach, no yet. But it's this activity that you tie. You are a tie at a boat, and the boat starts the way, and you get flying with um, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe it's easier if we check it on with images to Google. So give me a second. I need a new. I need a new. Okay, so we have Brazilian images. Is this activity on the beach? And you get tied to a boat, and the boat starts on the way, and you get flying. with with
Parachute?
yes, it is true.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thanks to you. Any questions?
No.
Okay, so give me share again the screen. Okay, can you see the screen?
Yes.
So you don't have any other questions about vocabulary?
No.
No. So I have a question about you. Do you know what's the meaning of I have a ton of work for you?
Tengo una tonelada de trabajo para ti.
Yes, tonelada. Okay, any questions? So now we are going to circle the words to complete the questions. For example, the first, how did your last vacation? Okay, so how was your vacation? Your last vacation? It was what? We didn't do much. So we continue with the others, number 2 to number 4.
Okay. Don't, teacher.
Okay, so what's the answer by number 2?
Where, where did you go? We went camping in Oregon.
Number 3.
What was the weather like?
And
It
number 4.
rained every day. What did you do? We played cards a lot.
Exactly, yes. So where did you go? What was the weather like? And what did you do? Easy. Questions?
No.
No. Any questions? Okay. So we have here simple past information questions. Okay. The same explanation when we have a word to question, information questions like the WH question. We write first the WH question, continue with the, in this case, it depends. We have 2 rules. If it's with the verb be, next to the WH question, we need to write the verb be, the subject, complement, and question mark. But if you have a verb different to verb be, whatever verb, like make, like swim, see, take, etc., you need to use an auxiliary verb. The auxiliary verb by simple past is did. So you write the WH question, the auxiliary, and depending on the tense that you're talking, this case did, the subject, the verb in this case is on infinitive because you have an auxiliary, the complement, and the question mark. So do you have questions about it?
No.
Okay, so we are going to do the activity that is below. We need to write questions for these answers. So we have, for example, first answer, it was great. So in this case, we have, how was your last vacation? It was great. Other probably question is, how was the movie? It was great. How was your date? It was great, etc. Okay, so the idea is to complete with a sentence, with a question by each answer. Questions about it?
No.
Okay.
Done, teacher.
Done. Okay, so what's the question? My number two.
Uh, where were you on holiday?
Where were you on holiday?
Mhm.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I went to Greece. Okay, yes, that sounds good. Number three.
Uh, how was Greece?
Who was Greece? Wonderful. It was sunny every day. Okay, yes, that sounds good. The other, who was the weather? Who was the weather in Greece? Okay, both questions are correct. Okay, number four.
Uh, how who did you go with?
Yes, exactly. Who did you go with? My brother and sister.
Yes.
Number five.
Uh, how long were there? Were you there?
How long?
Were you there?
Okay, yes. ¿Cuánto tiempo estuviste ahí? We were there for a week. Yes. And number six.
What did you do?
What did you do? We saw the Spartans, the Parthian in Athens. Yes. So what did you do? Yes. So where did you go? Who was the weather like? Who did you go with? How long were you there? And what did you do? Questions about it?
No.
No. Easy. Okay, so we have building vocabulary. Listen to these memories of trips. Match the memories with pictures. Okay, so we have here six. For example, the first, I went hiking with a friends on Peru and we got lost. We got really scared when it got dark. Number two, I got a new camera from my mom for my trip to Africa. Can you continue reading the next memories, please?
Yes. I got sick on our honeymoon right after we got married. I went on a trip across Canada with a friend. It was awful. We didn't get along. I went to see a band in Miami. I met the lead singer and I got his autograph. I went snorkeling in Thailand. It was great, but I got a bad sunburn.
So, okay. So the activity, it's really easy. So we have here, in this case, we are going to match the memories that we read with the pics, and we are going to listen the memories and check. Okay?
Okay. Don't, teacher.
Okay, so what's the pick by the number one?
By the first image, it's 5.
Okay, the first image is 5. So the number 5 is a person with singing something, singing something. Okay. The second image.
It's number 2.
The second image is number 2. The third image
is number 6.
Image number 4.
Number 3.
Image number 5.
1.
And the last, number 6.
Number 4.
Number 4. Okay. So now we are going to listen. Give me a second. I need to share the audio to the computer audio. So tell me if you can see the screen.
Yes, I can see the screen.
Okay.
Page 111. 3. Building vocabulary.
Can you listen to the audio?
Yes.
Okay, so we are going to listen and check.
A. Listen to these memories of trips. Match the memories with the pictures. 1.
I went hiking with a friend in Peru, and we got lost. We got really scared when it got dark.
2.
I got a new camera from my mom for my trip to Africa.
3.
I got sick on our honeymoon right after we got married.
4.
I went on a trip across Canada with a friend. It was awful. We didn't get along.
5.
I went to see a band in Miami. I met the lead singer and I got his autograph.
6.
I went snorkeling in Thailand. It was great, but I got a bad sunburn.
Okay, well, in this case, you have sense. They're listening with the number to the images. But yeah, no, for example, number 1, yes, is when they get lost, and it's the girls that are trying to looking for, I don't know, looking where are they on the map, looking for a place on the map, right?
Okay.
And the pic number 2, yes, is the woman that is taking some photos. The elephants, because the elephants are on Africa. The number 3, yes, it's the woman that is, well, that looks sad and have a cup of coffee in the hand. Maybe she looks sad because she's sick. And the number 4, yes, are the men that are on the car. Because, but in this case, they look angry. Well, both look angry, right? So that's the in this case number 4 said I went on a trip across Canada with a friend. It was awful. We didn't get along. So in this case, we didn't get along. Like they argue on the trip maybe. So they are angry. And yes, the number 5 is the man that is singing, signing a paper. In this case, is the autograph. And the last number is number 6, the picture with a person snorkeling. So that's easy. Questions about it?
No.
No. So we have heard the answers. 5, 2, 6, 3, and 1. 3, 1, and 4. Sorry. So we continue with other activity more. So we have, give me a second. I need to check if we don't have other activity. Okay, so do you have questions about vocabulary?
No.
Do you notice get along?
Es llevarse bien.
Okay. What about a sunburn?
Quemadura de sol.
Okay. Yes, quemadura de sol. Okay. So we continue with this conversation strategy. Answer a question, then ask a similar one. Okay, we have anyway. What did you do? What questions can you ask for a friend about their weekend? So what questions can you ask your friend about their weekend? ¿Qué tal?
What they do. About their jobs.
Okay. How was the job? What did they do? Okay.
And what did they eat?
Where did they eat? Okay. And where? No. What and where?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we can make a lot of questions like if they go out on weekend, or if maybe if they meet with someone, if they spend past time with the family or watch a movie or something like that. Okay. So we have a conversation. How was Jessica's weekend? How was Tom's weekend? Okay, so we are going to listen and read the conversation. Okay, listen and read.
Okay.
Page 112. Lesson C. Anyway, what did you do? 1. Conversation strategy. Answer a question, then ask a similar one. B. Listen. How was Jessica's weekend? How was Tom's weekend?
So, how was your weekend, Jessica?
Great. Gina and I went biking out in the country.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was fun. But there were lots of hills. I was exhausted by the end of the day.
Yeah, I bet.
So, anyway, what did you do?
Oh, I had a party Saturday. It was good.
Really? Nice.
Well, anyway, I have to go. I have a meeting now. See you later.
Okay, so how was Jessica's weekend?
Was fine. Was fun, but it was tiring.
It was tired
Tired. It was tired.
because he got exhausted, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. And what was the Tom's weekend?
It was good because he had a party.
It was good because he had a party. Okay, so what did Tom do on the weekend? What did he do on weekend?
He was in a party.
Okay, and what did Jessica do on the weekend?
She was biking with another woman.
Okay, in this case we can say she went
Okay.
biking. She went
She
biking.
went biking.
Yes,
Okay.
because ella fue a andar en bicicleta. ¿No?
Okay.
With the other girl. Okay. Easy questions about vocabulary.
No.
Okay. So in this case, we have anyway. Anyway, what did you do? Anyway, I have to go. Okay. So notice how Jessica answered Tom's questions and then asked a similar one. Show she's interested in Tom's news. 2. Find her questions in the conversation. Okay, for example. Oh, really? No, Tom say, Jessica say, I went biking out on the country. Oh, really? Yeah, it was fun. And she continues. So, anyway, what did you do? Oh, I had a party. Really? Nice. Well, anyway, I have to go. Okay, anyway is like, um, how to explain it? Well, we use anyway to try to continue with the conversation, with the topic of the conversation, or in this case, to try to end the topic and continue with other. No. Anyway, it's like de todas maneras. No, it's like, what could be similar, like, well, but in this case, it's like de todas formas, de todos modos, de todos modos. Entonces, de todos modos, ¿qué hiciste? No, in this case es, entonces, bueno, ¿qué hiciste? Y en la última sería, well, anyway, I have to go. Bueno, de todas maneras, me tengo que ir. Ajá, well, anyway, it's like this. De todas maneras, de todas formas, bueno, bien. That's the meaning to anyway. Questions about it?
No.
No. Okay. Okay, it's 6:08. We are going to finish the class now. You don't have any questions, comments about it?
No.
No. Okay, I think that maybe we can finish the book where we are on unit 11 and our 12 units. So we are going to try to work in the 12th unit tomorrow to start the new book and to try to start the new book the next week. So maybe tomorrow we finish, maybe if we have time to finish the unit 2. And Monday we made a checkpoint to 10 and 2 and we start the new book, the book number 2, the Toshin book 2, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So if you don't have questions, if you don't have comments, we continue tomorrow.
Okay. See you, teacher. Thank you.
See you. Thanks to you. Bye.